by NIA, and he presented a petition to the Vice President to register his displeasure about Ghana's economic woes. Now, the minority in Parliament is demanding that the leadership of the Electoral Commission and the National Identification Authority are brought before Parliament immediately. Minority Leader Haruna Iddrisu is alleging that the EC is planning to ditch its voters database and rely on that of the NIA. He was commenting on the business statement for next week presented in the House.
Have raised. Mr. Speaker, there is a discrepancy in the numbers between what the Electoral Commission have registered as voters, up to 17 million, and what is on the roll of the National Identification Authority. And we hear that the Electoral Commission wants to rely on the National Identification Authority data. The primary question the Honorable Ahmed is asking is, so what has happened to the Electoral Commission's own biometric data? That today they are avoiding the use of their own biodata they collected, and they want to collect biodata from the National Identification Authority. But we need a reconciliation of the numbers, because we are very convinced that Article 42 confers a right on Ghanaians to be registered as voters by the Electoral Commission. And Mr. Speaker, the National Identification Authority is unlike the Electoral Commission, which by virtue of Article 45 says that it shall not be subject to the direction and control of any person or authority. The words are mine, including the President. But National Identification Authority is subject to ministerial control. And therefore, we want the two bodies to come here, Electoral Commission, NIA. Let us see the discrepancy and variance in your numbers.
The minority leader also says the Electoral Commission must be questioned on why it has not undertaken limited voter registration in the last 2 years.
We will not, Mr. Speaker, accept any attempt by the Electoral Commission to disenfranchise any Ghanaian because they want to rely on an ID card which is not available to Ghanaians. And we mean serious business on this matter. That right, we will jealously protect and safeguard the provisions of Article 42. So, Mr. Speaker, what the Honorable Ahmed is saying is that the two institutions must come here, and then we will hear them, and then reconcile the numbers. In fact, the Electoral Commission must further explain to this House how come 2021, 2022, Ghanaians of age 18 years have not been given the opportunity to be on the electoral roll. That's a denial of the right under Article 42. Mr. Speaker, the Constitution imposes a burden on us to protect this Constitution. So any effort by any institution to erode that right, we will resist it and resist that oppressor's rule.
Parliamentary correspondent Kweku Asante joins us with details. Kweku, how did the Majority Chief Whip, who presented the business statement on behalf of the Majority Leader, respond to these concerns of the minority?
So, Maps, according to my Majority Chief Whip, Frank Anodompre, discussions were held at the Business Committee level, and that indeed it was expected that the reports that the Minority Leader cites there would have been laid in the House this week. He said it would have been an omission because he has, as a member of the committee, is very much aware that this discussion has been had. And so it's just an omission that has not been done. As regards to whether or not the Electoral Commission and NIA leadership can be brought before Parliament, he said that is something that they can do. And as leadership of the majority side, they will be seeking to invite them to appear before the House. Of course, he does not provide any timeline as of yet. And we're expecting that within next week, when the business statement is presented, there will be some scheduling of EC officials and the leadership of NIA to appear before Parliament.
That is Parliamentary correspondent Kweku Asante there.